Hey everyone. Just want to come to you all today to talk briefly about I guess I want to entitle this The Power of Meditation or yeah, just kind of finding peace in chaos. Yeah, finding peace in chaos. Let's talk about it from that perspective. So I came from this perspective because I've had a lot of people lately to ask me about meditating, right? Because they see that I meditate. I've started sharing that definitely on my Instagram posts in the morning. So typically, like I shared with you all before, my schedule looks a lot like, I wake up about 4 o'clock, and I wake up normally at 4 o'clock in the morning. Some days I get up a little bit later, about 4:15, but it's in the fourish category. And meditation is one of the ways that I start my day. After prayer and all the other good stuff. But um, I've known people to say like they've never, tried meditation. They've wanted to, but they've never tried it. Then I've had other people to say, they've tried it and they couldn't, get with it or whatever the program is. And let me just let you know, like meditation is not about perfection, right? It's literally about you being still long enough to, recalibrate your peace internally, um, to just kind of, yeah, just tap into your inner peace, right? Lessen stress, lessen anxiety. Often it helps you to sleep better if you're doing it at night. But meditation has a whole lot of benefits, right? What prompted me to start meditating? I started meditating like 3 years ago, 2018. Yeah, so 3 years ago. This is not anything that I've been doing for like my entire life. I came to meditation as a result of needing it, right? Um, in 2018 was a very hectic year. And I always have a lot on my plate, making sure my mom is good. I have kids, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner. I always have a lot on my plate, but that year was excessive, right? And it was just a whole lot going on. And I felt like I was getting to the point of a nervous breakdown and recognized it in self assessing myself, right? So it's very important to self assess yourself on a regular basis, right? One of the things is I realized and recognized that I was getting aggravated very easily, snappy, those things. So I had to kind of pull myself out of my situation and figure out what was going on with me. And so I was like, yep, I feel like I'm at the verge of a nervous breakdown. So I need to do something to take care of myself to avoid this from happening. And so something in me was like, just meditate for a few minutes. Just sit down, breathe, be, meditate. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first started meditating, I couldn't get with it because it required me to sit still, right? And I'm not used to sitting still. I'm one that's always on the go. And that was a problem. Always on the go, never taking time to just sit still and breathe and be. And so it was rather difficult because my mind was very active. I felt like I'm sitting here sitting still. I got 10,000 things I have to be doing, all of that stuff, right? But I stayed with it because my mental health is important. I need my mind, period, right? I need my peace. I need my mind. I need to stop feeling like this. And I don't have time for nervous breakdown. So let me just stick with it, right? And then one day, what I decided to do, I researched meditation in my area and came across this young lady that was doing guided meditations, right? I had never heard of this before, but I did the research, found her, went, had a guided meditation session, and I'm like, okay, I love this, right? It was so peaceful. I just found myself like falling asleep in there or whatever, right? And I did like 2 or 3 sessions with her. And then I realized I was sharing it with another friend, and she was like, well, that there's an app, that you can do it online, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. Let me find that so I can just start doing this in the morning, to myself. And so started from there, found the app. The app was like a year-long subscription or whatever. But after I had started using the app, then I talked to someone else and recommended an app. They was like, they have free apps on YouTube, free guided meditations or whatever, not free apps, but free guided meditations on YouTube. And I'm like, what you say? So naturally, I didn't renew the subscription when it was up. I just started following guided meditations on YouTube, right? But stay consistent with it. So now it's so ingrained in me that I have to do it every day just to start my day with peace, right? Um, Some mornings I get up, because my brain never stops, right? So I get up in the morning or whatever, and my brain is like, oh, we got 10,000 things to do today. And I feel like, this is that or whatever, just anxious trying to get everything done and figure it all out. But when I sit down and do my meditation, I can categorize everything better, right? So that I'm not feeling like I'm all over the place. I don't have that prolonged anxiety, that stress, because stress and anxiety, it may start off as mentally triggering, because you're worrying, mentally you're thinking about whatever it is that causes anxiety, but naturally that impacts you physically and emotionally as well, right? And so when you meditate, because it decreases stress, it decreases anxiety. Now it is also not only good for you mentally, but it's good for you mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? And then also financially, right? Especially if you are a business owner, because when you're out of whack, out of alignment, emotionally, physically, emotionally, whatever, that impacts your bottom line. That impacts your ability to do the work and create the way that you need to in order to generate revenue, right? So I look at meditation as the key to me, being in alignment in all of these areas, mentally, spiritually. What I was about to say, I don't know. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, right? Physically, because I've had some of my clients to share with me and say, they had things going on with them physically. Like one of my clients told me she broke out in hives all over her body. She was feeling terrible. They ran a whole gambit of testing on her, found nothing, and didn't realize all of this was triggered by stress. But she felt it manifest in her physical body. This wasn't mental, it was physical, right? She saw hives, all kind of stuff, right? And the doctor told her literally it was because of stress. So you're going to see those things if you don't find a way to counter the stress or counter the anxiety, right? So meditation has been my thing. Meditation is my jam completely, right? To again, I do it every day just for the sake of helping me to lower anxiety, lower stress, all of the things, right? Because when we have a lot going on in life, and most of us have a lot going on in life, right? You just have to find ways to channel those things, channel the stress, channel the anxiety, so that it's not overwhelming you and impacting you in a negative way, right? Because we're gonna have the things, so we just have to find a way to manage that properly. And meditation is definitely one of the ways that has helped me to do it, and it's one of the things that I have been recommending to my clients on a consistent basis, because meditation does work. Again, it is not about perfection. So I'm not telling you, oh, you're going to sit there, you're going to do X. No, no, no. Even if you have to start with 5 minutes of meditation, right? So I tell my clients, I'm like, listen, you may not start with a 30-minute meditation. I'm up to like 25, 30 minutes now. But when I first started, I told y'all I just didn't even like the idea of sitting still like that, because I feel like I'm wasting time. I got stuff to do. Da da da. My mind was like, we got too much to do to be sitting here. But I sat there, right? Because I felt like my mind and my body needed it, and it did, and it still does. And so start out with 5 minutes of meditation, right? Maybe not every day, maybe 3 days a week or 4 days a week, whatever it is. But make a start it, right? And then you can build on it. Okay, well, 5 minutes is good. Now I can do 10 minutes. 10 minutes is good. Now I can do 15 minutes. Okay. I started out with 4 days a week. Now I'm increasing to 5 days a week, right? And then you'll find it gets easier and easier to do. Am I saying you will ever master it and get to the perfect state where you have a totally clear mind? I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet. And I've been 23 years, right? So I can't ever say, like, when I sit down, my mind goes completely blank and I have this meditation thing, I'm on it, right? No, but the benefits of a guided manifestation is that someone is talking to you and they're reminding you, take a deep breath. Why are you doing this X, Y, Z? So even times when my mind drifts to a thought, something in me will hear her say, take a breath, do this or whatever, right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing meditation, right? So it's not about perfection. It's more about peacefulness, right? You being peaceful, mindful, and then again, reducing stress and reducing anxiety in your life so that you can accomplish all that you want to accomplish. I do encourage creating a corner or space of peace for yourself somewhere in your household, right? Normally we have a lot of chaos going on in our house, not necessarily chaotic negativity, but if you have children, you got children talking, you got children talking to the game, like my son is upstairs doing right now. You got children walking through the house, you got children going to the kitchen. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like this constant, not necessarily chaotic, like I said, not necessarily chaotic in a bad way, but stuff going on constantly, right? But find yourself a quiet corner in your house. So one of the things that we have now, and I'm so adamant about encouraging people to find their space, find a space again in the house and creating peace for yourself in your house, because most of us spend a lot of our times in the house, right? We have created a meditation startup kit. So it is, you get a stick of sage, you get a stick of Palo Santo. So both of these are smudging mechanisms, right? So you're either going to use one or the other. You may start with the sage, you may start with the Palo Santo, whatever it is. You may use it till you burn it out, or you alternate. Some days I burn this, some days I burn the sage. So it really just depends on you. The essential oil does the same thing. It really just enhances the experience. So we have our own essential oil. And I just kind of, either you have the option of putting it in a diffuser and just kind of letting it diffuse in the air, which is ultimately the best thing to do because it gets to be constant. And then there are some days that I just feel like putting a few drops in my hand and inhaling. You notice, like when you go and do a massage, in most cases, the massage therapist, before they start massaging you, they'll put it in their hand and tell you to take 3 deep inhales. I do that some mornings, right? Because I just want, that's what I feel like doing. I feel like my spirit needs that. And so I do just that. So I'll put a couple of drops in my hand, take a 3 deep inhales, and then I'll start meditating, right? So this is our lavender oil. It's good for reducing stress, anxiety, a lot of different things. So different oils are good for different purposes, but we have our own brand of lavender. So it's definitely good with that. And then the last thing that comes in that kit is a what is this? I'm about to say a calendar. This is a candle. This is not a calendar. Candle. So you can see I actually use our products. And I show you out my corner every morning. So I'm burning something every morning, either the Palo Santo or the sage. And this is definitely one of our oils that we, like I said, I use the oil as well. So I've shared with you all my corner rather, to show you all that I definitely use the products and encourage you to do the same. So if you are ready to start your meditation process to increase stress, not increase, I'm sorry, decrease stress, decrease anxiety, find your peace in your home. Just set the tempo, set the tone, find your corner, somewhere that you're going to be, that you can find peace, and just sit there and meditate, right? I have my corner right here. I sit on the end of the sofa, and every morning, that's where I sit there and meditate. I chose the living room because this is the part of the house that I spend a lot of time in and nobody else does, right? So it's not um too much mixed energy in this corner. It's just me and God and peace in that corner for the most part. So that's why I set my space up at. And I encourage you all to do the same thing. Find your space. Let me try to show y'all my left corner. I know I normally put it on. Y'all see my corner? So the corner has everything in it. You see my little singing bowl, my diffuser for the oils, and then in the corner right there, candles, oils, all the good stuff. So y'all see my corner, how I have it set. And then I encourage you all to do the same thing and give yourself a space to meditate and find peace and lessen anxiety and lessen stress. We need that for every day. But again, like I said, if you are just starting and every day is not your thing, do 3 times a week, do 2 times a week, but start getting it done so that you can help yourself take care of you, because you owe it to you. No one else is going to give you self-care. That's why it's called self-care. So make sure you are taking care of you before you take care of the entire world. Okay, y'all. So definitely we have this meditation kit, startup meditation kit for you to start up your meditation corner. The kit is only $25. And again, it comes with essential oil, sage, Palo Santo, and a candle. All right, y'all. So hopefully this has helped you all in giving you all some answers. Like I said, because I've been getting asked, a lot about meditation because I've been starting to show it. But I've been doing this for 3 years, and I'll continue my journey with meditation just because I love it. I've even started infusing sound therapy, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Especially for those that are just starting. If you've been doing meditation for a while, you probably know about sound therapy and the benefits of that as well. So thank you all for joining me today and taking a few minutes. If you are interested in the starter meditation kit, I am going to put the link in the comments so that you can secure your kit, and we'll be shipping that out starting this week. Because today is the first day that we're talking about the actual kit. So start your corner, get your space, start your meditation. Let's heal together. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.